Look good now.
Look good.
Bamba pussy rascal doing. Even value me coffee man. Yo, tell him this. People followed in my footsteps. When I did that, they don't give me the. That's why you know what? They don't give me the credit what I'm due for. It does. I never do the fake shit. It's always based off of reason and real reasons. I don't just jump up and diss that person for no reason. Stylo he's a weird guy. He's a very weird guy. It stems back from years. You know what the purpose of that track, the UK dancing scene, like what you asked me before, the whole scene was boring. And I started seeing segregation. Like, that crew's over there, that crew's over there, that crew's over there. For the UK dancing with the music industry, and I worked way too hard to be who I am and where I am now for someone to style me like that.
Lyrically, you're sick, so
and this is what it all boils down to. Lyrics. That's what it's all about. When you're jealous of someone's talent. Hackney, so many different cultures in Hackney. So you got so many different cultures, different musics, different genres. That's what makes Tuggawar. Yeah. Look good now. Look good now. Look good. Look good now. Look good now.
Hi guys, welcome back to TV. We're bringing the most exciting interviews. Today, delighted to be back in Hackney with Tuggawar. Tugga, how we doing?
Bless up my brother in the building. TV. Yang! For days!
Thank you very much for having me back. It's a pleasure. And obviously the first two parts have gone down really well. Everyone loved it.
Amazing. Amazing.
And so we had to come back and sort of get the story up into like the present, do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Obviously we've done the sort of the part that I think people need to know about, which is the foundation of your story.
Yeah.
Where it started.
I like how you went into depth with it as well, because like what I was saying, a lot of people come and ask me about my story, but you really went into depth, so it's nice that we come back now and pick up from where we left off and thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So like I said, it has to be told. So unfortunately, we got to the point where you had to come back through bad circumstances. Your dad ended up going to jail. So talk to us, how long did your dad go to jail for, and so you talk to us about coming back then?
Yeah, that's the reason why I had to come back to England. So imagine everything was popping off for me in Jamaica. I was in a great place. I was like, did Sting, Vibes Cartel's birthday bash, all the major shows. One show to the other, every major show. I got a recording contract from Steely and Clevey, R.I.P. Steely, one of the greatest dancehall producers of all time. He's like the equivalent of Dr. Dre in the dancehall scene. Like, so I was just so gassed about even getting the opportunity to work with him, and then I'm just about to start working with him, and I'm really popping off in Jamaica as the next biggest, youngest act, so to speak. And then my dad goes to jail and I have to fly back to England. So that sort of just put a stop to that whole momentum that was going on. And it was kind of heartbreaking for me at the time, because like I was young, the young star in Jamaica, going around everywhere. I'm on television in Jamaica. I shot my first music video in Jamaica. Like I almost like, I was there for a long time. I must have forgot that I had to go back. Because I did probably get complacent with just being over there. You know, like, things were going good. And it wasn't going to last forever, that situation. Obviously, Dad was doing crazy things to finance me to stay over there. You know, the way he was running the business. And then, like, we went through, they tried to rob him X amount of times while I'm in jail, which we talked about that, didn't we?
Yep.
And then, obviously now, you got the other side of the business where the police have gotten to him now. And they've raided him X amount of times, so it was only a matter of time before they was going to lock him up. You know what I mean? So I think the sentence they gave him, I can't remember exactly, I think he done about I think it was because you do half the time. So I think they gave him like a year or 8 months. He ended up doing like 4 or 5 months.
That must be a bit of worry for you, obviously. Yeah. How old your dad at that point?
At that point, he's 60 odd years old.
Yeah, and he'd never been in no trouble to go to jail and that. He'd been a legit guy all his life. Obviously,
no, I wouldn't say he's been a legit guy all his life. No, he's been jailed before.
Okay.
No, he's not. This is Papa War you're talking about.
Yeah, so
He's the Greek mafia.
So he took it in his stride to a degree.
Yeah.
And so obviously then, unfortunately, you've had to come back then. And so then now it's only right that obviously you take care of him while he's in jail. He took care of you while you're in jail.
Absolutely. And well, he took care of himself
unfortunately, right.
Luckily he was actually looked after in every jail he went to, because I think he was in Pentonville for a while and then he was in Brixton. So he done his sentence between Pentonville and Brixton. And he was looked after in both jails because he's so respected. I remember he went in one jail, he said, "Oh, your dad was in there, I was looking after him, giving him this and that every day." Everyone would they know him. He's a legend, even in the jails. And I'd go down there and I remember visiting him and he was fine. I remember visiting him in Brixton when I come out. And I went Brixton to visit him. And he was fine. He was getting on fine. And obviously, but it's just not ideal. I mean, it's not just he could manage it, but he's not at the point of his life where he wanted to be in jail. He like what you said, he's of age. He doesn't want to be going in these jail situations. It's the last thing I wanted. Of course, it's not ideal at all. Whether he can handle it or not, he can handle anything. He's a tough guy, but that's not something that we wanted for anyone.
And what's crazy is, like you say, you jumped off your own wave that you had created in Jamaica at that point by coming back and having to deal with
my dad comes first, so that's
family first.
Family first, you know what I mean? Like, because everyone wondered at the time, especially in Jamaica, mate. My English friends knew Wagwan, obviously, and people in England knew Wagwan, but my Jamaican friends and my Jamaican associates and people in the business who I worked with, they was like, "Oh, Tugga's going, where you going, Tugga? Like, where you going? This guy, like, where you going?" Like, the whole of Jamaica was like, "Where's Tugga? Where is he going?" Like, this is going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is like, it was crazy because even if you watch my little documentary that I got up out on YouTube and you see Lexus say, if he just stayed a bit longer, even though, because I had the whole Jamaica in a frenzy, so it was a crazy time for me to fly back. It was like, where the hell are you going? You just created this crazy thing, and you got my dad's in jail. I got to go back, you know. And at that point, I was young, obviously, and it kind of fell into maybe a little bit of depression. My dad's in jail. The whole Jamaica dream stopped, and I had to come over here, not depressed, but down. Because I'm back in rainy, cold England now, walking into the sweet shop, buying whatever, and the guy don't know me. Now, I weren't used to that, because in Jamaica, I'll tell you what it was, in Jamaica, everywhere they knew me. I was the superstar. So I'm going in the petrol station for petrol, pulling up in the car, that's Tuggawar. Like, I was having that stardom treatment from Jamaica. So that all stopped. So, like, it was crazy. So I was like, I couldn't go anywhere in Jamaica. I'm like, anywhere I go, they know me. And I'm getting the fucking superstar treatment because they look after artists as well. So it comes with all the perks, right? So I'm lapping that up when I'm out there. I'm laughing up. I didn't want that to stop. And I come back to England and I remember going to the shop. The first day I come back and I walked to the corner shop, the sweet shop. And I asked what I get for 10 Benson and Hedges or something like that. And I realised the corner, he didn't know me. And that kind of bugged me. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a little bit selfish in myself, but I was like, oh shit, I gotta start all over again. Because there was nowhere out there that didn't know me. I'll go into any shop, any petrol station, anything, and then don't talk about they know me, they see me on the telly, it's a brand new sensation in Jamaica. And then I'll come back out to England, boring old, dead, cold, pussy old England. Yeah? And then it's like, no one don't know you out here, pussy, or you gotta start again. So I was like, oh shit. So then I was like, okay, I gotta start from scratch. I actually felt I had to start from scratch. And I didn't mind it. I'm up for the challenge. I didn't mind it. I thought, okay, we got to start from scratch, boys. Let's do this thing. So the first thing I did was buy the studio.
Yep.
Because I learned the studio from Jamaica. So the whole studio thing I learned from Jamaica because I was around these great engineers and great producers and around some of the biggest studios. And then I learned how to build a small studio, which is still a professional studio, the early small professional studios. Because studio used to be a big budget thing. Like when I first started the music business, you had to go to this massive studio that cost hundreds of grand. That's what I first knew as a studio. The first studio I recorded in was a studio called Mixing Lab. They're massive studios. The mixing desk is like from bigger than my whole fucking apartment. You understand what I'm saying? So like I always thought studio was something massive you needed to go and record in until as time goes on, the digital age comes in and technology comes and you can, there's other bits of equipment now where you can have professional home studios. So I was one of the first guys to go and buy, over here I made history still, because I think I'm one of the first artists in England to buy a Pro Tools Digio 2 and set it up in their yard as a professional home studio. And the Digio 2 is one of the legendary first bits of equipment that they use for, which is a professional home, which can be used as a home studio, small studio setup, but you can still get that professional sound. And I learned all of that bit of the technology side and the engineering side. Come around the engineers. Come on, man, I'm not just into the music. I was into how do you engineer it, how do you mix it, how do you do this. So I learned all of that from the analog side. So I always try to keep myself up to date with that, to be independent. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so talk to me about what the UK sort of dancehall scene was like at that time. There wasn't much of it actually going on, was there?
When I come back?
No, there wasn't anything going on in this country. There wasn't any established UK dancehall artists at them times or anything.
There was one or two, but not popping from maybe the late 90s. But apart from that, no, there wasn't. There was no one, because dancehall kind of had a buzz in England in the 90s, and by the time, even me, the funny thing is with my career, before I went to Jamaica, I want to be a dancehall artist, obviously, right? And I am this dancehall artist in the making. Before I went to Jamaica, before I'd done all the weed smuggling stuff, right? I was this MC on radio running up and down with this dream to be a dancehall artist. And because dancehall ain't really popping in England like that, I'm wondering how the fuck's this ever gonna happen for me? So it was just ironic that I ended up on Sting and getting locked up and ended up becoming this dancehall artist, because dancehall ain't even really popping like that over here at that time. 2002, 2003, 2004, like until Sean Paul Give Me the Light come out, that's when dancehall started popping again. So prior to Give Me the Light, before Give Me the Light come out, and that whole dancehall buzz came back in, and people started jumping up, and then dancehall started leveling up with hip hop. You understand? You weren't really hearing dancehall records on the radio before Give Me the Light. Then you hear Give Me the Light, and then other dancehall records start peeping in the charts, and the dancehall had a moment, right? But like, no, it was very hard. So it was like, there was no way to become a dancehall artist in England before that. It wasn't popping. There's no one in the record company. I tell you something, the record companies in England ain't interested in dancehall.
No, there weren't no one to give you a helping hand. Like I said, you were one of the pioneers of this thing in the UK, weren't you? So
yeah, for this generation, absolutely. I don't think before me there was Glamour Kid, Glamour Kid had some songs like late 90s, and then he went quiet before I came out, so he wasn't really active at that point either. So there was no one really from the UK doing it like that. And before that, there was Maxi Priest, and we've had great artists out there. Smiley Culture in the 80s, Papa Levi, Tipper Irie, you know, like Top Cat. We've had loads of great dancehall artists in England over the years, but my generation, like, no, that I'm probably the founder of it, of that.
Yeah, I'd say foundation.
Yeah.
Pioneer. Congratulations, obviously.
Thank you.
And keeping forward to this day. So if people don't know, you've created a crazy catalogue of work over the last
crazy
15, 18 years.
It's crazy when you say it like that, because it's mad. Like I was saying today that I've created this crazy catalogue, and I love what I do. It ain't like people say to me, oh, you've done so much work, you put so much work in, and I have. I work really hard, but I don't consider it hard work when you're doing something you love. I love it. Oh, you made another album. How'd you do it? I've got about 20. I can't even remember how many albums I've got. It's coming up to 30. So I've got nearly 30 albums and X amount of mixtapes, and people say, oh, what am I? And not to mention the singles and tracks that are just on compilations or singles or one-off releases. Like, I've got thousands of songs. And I never get bored of making. I love what I do. It's why I do what I do. Music was the greatest thing. I can make a career doing music what I love. You know what I mean? I'm come off the streets and come off the life, the bullshit life that was only out there for me, what I was doing before. You understand what I'm saying? And make a career out of my voice and my talent and what I love.
Yeah, so people like check out Tugga's channel, check out his music.
Check out my new album.
So much.
Contemplating War.
And it's
it's out now everywhere.
Enjoy his catalogue. Go through it.
Yeah, check it out. Follow me on
music.
Spotify. Check out the whole catalogue. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, everywhere. Tidal, wherever you listen to your music, check it out. Follow me on Instagram at Tuggawar.
And so to talk to me, Tugga, about how the music's grown over the last and how it's developed in this country over the scene's developed over the last 15 years. Then has it grown then to the present day? Obviously, like dancehall music's huge, obviously worldwide now. Is it this country?
It's always been worldwide. It's always been worldwide. When I come back to the UK dancehall has always been worldwide. You asked about UK dancehall, didn't you, initially?
Yeah.
Like when I come back to the UK, there was not much going on for UK dancehall. Like even when I put the songs on Channel U, I think I was the first to do that. A lot of people followed in my footsteps when I did that. They don't give me the. That's why you know what? They don't give me the credit what I'm due for in dancehall. They know like, up to today I'm the trendsetter.
And mine is the surfboard one was like the one that blew up, wasn't it? Yeah, and that was a big tune.
Yeah,
that was a big tune. So people would try and get a clip of that on the screen. As just
man. Yeah, man. The surf. My dad's in that video as well.
I can remember it down by the beach.
Yeah, we went south and shot that on the beach. That was like history in the making. That was an amazing day.
Everybody do the surf dance because the one you knew. Everybody do the surf dance and get in the mood. Everybody feel a glide like a surfboard you a use. Bend your knee, bend your back, stretch out your hands like you a cruise. Everybody do the surf, everybody do the surf. Everybody do the surf, do the surf.
It was an amazing day.
And so
we got Snagger Dagger on that video shoot there.
Yeah, we'll get that up because that's foundation settings.
Yeah.
But so talk to me about, obviously for dancehall, quite a big part of the dancehall scene is the clashing sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But you haven't really had any sort of for people in order to sort of rivals in order to clash with over the years. It's been thin pickings in this country, isn't it? But we know you love to clash with people, do you know what I mean? So
I've gone after everybody because I've gone like in the dancehall world. I went after everyone in this country, and no one. They don't. I think most of them didn't really wanna compete with me.
Yeah.
And the ones that wasn't worth it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it was like, it's a bit lacking in that department. And I don't know, because even like the new generation as well, how they perceive music. Even in Jamaica, the clash is not the same. It's not like what it used to be, like with Sting and Supercat and Bounty and Beanie. So that kind of vibe, people take shit too personally these days. Of course.
So if you use the music, is it just music? So like when you're dissing people like M.R, you got personal.
White crime, them dead. 100 girls shit in your head. Extreme dead already, so now try that again. Talapat and a fish, I give curry goat head. M.Dot suck pussy till him face turn red. Batty boy, you are no artist, go on your bed. Little rat face pussy with your feet patch what talk. About 100 gallon with man you apart. Your rotten teeth get kicked out in the Isle of Sheppyman. You went viral as a white clown. Now you can't even walk round town. This a war god, you know what I'm about. Suck your mother till she bleed and drown.
No, when I do this it's always, I never do the fake shit. It's always based off of reason and real reasons. I don't just jump up and diss that person for no reason. Yeah, I really had a reason for that.
And so you got no ratings for M.R? Or?
No, not really.
And so obviously the most recent person you've been Going that stylo-G.
Stylo, toilet, paper freak. Big pussy, oh, stop hide and seek. War God never smoke crack, but pussy you eat. Lisa, tell me you do it. When me a bust my gun, you a shit your brief. You don't really want no beef. Juvenile, me will kick out all your 32 teeth. Chat off when you see me on street. Stylo, and them little sock pussy friend can't style me. Think you bad pussy, oh, just try me. Him call my phone for record my voice and put it in a song and splice me.
Stylo he's a weird guy. He's a very weird guy. It stems back from years with me and him because we've met each other on various occasions and stuff like that. And we never really got on in the first place. So I think that's where it stems from. And I've come out, but obviously he should be showing me respect because I'm a foundation for him. But he doesn't show anyone respect, this guy. And he tried, the way it is with him now, the defamation of character is the problem with him. Because what it is, I went at him in 2011. First I done a UK dancehall duppy, the track was called. And I went at a couple UK artists on the song. And at that point, and you know what the purpose of that track, the UK dancehall scene, like what you asked me before, the whole scene was boring. And I started seeing segregation. Like, that crew's over there, that crew's over there, that crew's over there. And it was getting boring. And the guys who were segregating, he was one of them. And I was like, got really fed up with the UK dancehall scene in general. Because I was thinking, you can't work with these guys. And what's the fucking point? Because like, and you know what? I'm one of the guys who come over from Jamaica and tried to work with everybody. I've had everyone in my studio. I tried to work with everyone. And I've tried to do so many things because unity is strength to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I've tried to do many things to work with people, and then when I see they're not workable, I end up got really fed up with everybody. Him as well, musically. It's like, as representators of UK dancehall, it's like a disgrace to me. Because it's very selfish mentality of all of them, not just him. The mentality of UK dancehall in itself. It's horrible. That's why there's no unity in it. Look at hip hop in America. You know why it's big? They all work together. We had a scene over here, like what I said, like 2005, 6, 7. We had a good 8. We had a good UK dancehall scene, which now has kind of gone to nothing because of this. So by 2011, let me get to the point. I got fed up. Dissed him and a few others. He got upset about it. And instead to answer my song, just do the music thing, because I was trying to make it interesting. Old Tugga was a crackhead. Now, I lost my father. And after I lost my father, I put on weight first. I put on a lot of weight. I started comfort eating. And then I put on a lot of weight to the point of I started running out of breath when I'm recording. And I was like, no, this ain't no good. You know, I started feeling unhealthy. So then I became a fitness, when I do something, I go to the extreme. So I became a bit of a fitness fanatic. I started going gym 5-6 days a week, eating healthy, changed my diet, everything. I really went all out, and up to this day, I still do. As if you watch my Instagram and you see my lifestyle, I work out 6 days a week. I'm nearly a semi-vegan, and I've really worked hard to change my life and lose the weight. I was overweight. I was overweight badly. I probably might not have been here if I kept going on the way I was going. I was really overweight. So for someone like myself who works so motherfucking hard to lose the weight and get healthy, and at one point I might have overdone it. So they're seeing, when I've been overdone it, because I got OTT, so I mean I'm doing loads of cardio, I might not have been eating enough because I got obsessed with losing the weight because I was this big fat guy, right? So then I got this motherfucker calling me a crackhead because he doesn't want to answer my song. Because my lyrics are too bad. Because he knows if he steps into a lyrical argument with me, he's going to get shown up by me. So he's a crackhead. sent someone else to. He phoned me up and pretended this is like back in 2011, 12. And says, "Oh, I'm gonna answer your song." He was there on the phone talking nice to me all the time. They were recording my voice, took a little sample of my voice, put it on the track for one of his artists and tried to style me as a crackhead. I was like, these guys are crazy. Now, there's no rules in war, so I understand it. But he pushed this crackhead thing too far where he kept calling. I was like, this ain't even in, like, no one don't believe you. It doesn't make sense. You're taking it too far now. Like, this is ridiculous. So it's like someone who, it's nothing really personal with me and him, but I've got like, it does get a little bit personal when someone continuously, and he does it out of being illiterate. I've kind of realised he's illiterate. I think he's illiterate, so he doesn't understand what to say. That's what I've realised with him. Like, so I don't even take it personal when he says it no more, because I've realised I don't think he can say anything else. He's not capable of writing a song against me, and he doesn't want to go down that route. And I don't think he's even capable of even saying anything else towards me, because if he goes on his Instagram or his Twitter or whatever, he's gonna call me a crackhead. And I think it's out of the illiteracy.
Yeah.
That's what I've realised at this point. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? So that's my problem with him. And I was like, I said, no, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. They're not gonna diss me and get away with it. No. I'm gonna show them the power of who I am. You know, I'm not someone you diss and get away. What did you say? I'm the foundation out here. You can't diss foundation. You will learn the hard way. I ain't someone to diss like that. I did a lot of shit for the UK dancehall in the music industry, and I worked way too hard to be who I am and where I am now for someone to style me like that.
And lyrically, you're 6, and
this is what it all boils down to. Lyrics. That's what it's all about when you're jealous of someone's talent.
Yeah.
Now, I understand it, and you know what? He's been successful in recent times. I wish him the best. I don't grudge anybody of their success. Like, he's been very successful in recent times. It's not so. Some people might think, oh, Tuggy's picking on him for reasons. No, it's been going on from my argument, my disagreement with him has been going on a long time before his success.
Yeah. He
knows that. I don't do it because he's in the limelight. I couldn't give two fucking shits. Just like the other one you mentioned a minute ago. He was not. I had a personal experience with him where I had to put him in his place. So that happened for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? But this guy is out of order. You know what I mean? But he's finished now. He's finished. Like the song Style or Toilet Paper Freak, it really damaged him. Really, that's why you're up here asking about it.
People check it out. Like, it's too funny. Yeah,
too funny. And his run's over as well now. You see the dance where he had his little run. So I'm having my run now. So it's a Nyang summer right now. So it's a wonderful time.
And so talk about your versatility as well. Like, people don't know, Tugga ain't just a dancehall artist. He raps, drill, hip hop, everything. He's fully versatile. So, and talk to us about your versatility in drill scene and the UK drill scene and what your impressions are. And let's talk to me about that.
Like, what do I think of the drill scene?
Yeah, the UK drill scene, and like how important is drill rapping to you? Is like, what's your main focus? Is it the dancehall stuff, or is it the rapping stuff, or do you don't even look at it like that?
No, I don't look at it like that. Music is music to me. Like, when I'm making music, I just want to hear hot rhythm.
Yeah, you get a beat and then
and I just get creative with the beat. Like what I said, the drill stuff reminds me of the jungle stuff what I come up of, to be honest with you. So like, when I hear a drill beat, because like, I started off on jungle, and drill, the sounds on it, they're drill, it's like dark bass lines, and hi-hats and stuff like that. The essence of that to me comes from jungle, you know, and the tempo, and so I love the sounds on drill, because it's that dark bass and it's the dark style music which I love. So it's just another, it's like modern dark hip hop to me. You know what I mean? And so I love any genre of music if the rhythm, because I love the dark stuff and the gangster stuff and the hard hitting stuff. So I like that kind of
Yeah, you're a hard rapper. You
Yeah.
sound like when you listen to you rap, you sound you're a rapper.
Yeah,
You're
straight.
A hard rapper.
I don't really go for one type
You
of beat.
wouldn't call yourself, you're not a dancehall artist, a drill artist, a rapper.
No,
just
no, that's what I was saying. It's artists all over because I don't specialize in one particular beat. I'll hear a beat and I'll say, oh, I like that, and I'll really want to fuck with it, and I'll fuck with it, and then I'll hear another total different style, and I'll be like, oh fuck, I like that, and that's different sides of me coming out as an artist. I've got many, like you say, I've got many moods of Tuggy, you know, and I don't think for the fans' sake as well. I don't think I should leave any of them out. So I don't want to stop doing the dancehall style. I've got that I love like dancehall. That's my style.
Yeah.
And then I will never stop doing the hip hop style because that's also my style. And I'll never stop doing that because that's also my style. So it's just I'm not a one trick pony. That's like what I said, because I grew up in Hackney, multi-genre. We grew up listening to jungle, hip hop, dancehall, reggae, drum and bass, house and garage, grime. From back in like what you name it. So many different genres is my influence. So it'd be impossible for me to just be a one trick pony artist or just a one style artist. Even though I come up with such a big Jamaican influence. Yeah? So obviously that rubs off in my music, but then I've so many different styles that come into that as well.
Of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a big hip hop influence. So a lot of different cultures, and I think that comes, like what I said, living in a multicultural area. Hackney is one of the most, I think Hackney is one of the most multicultural areas in the world. Because it's one of, like, Hackney, so many different cultures in Hackney. So you go up with so many different cultures, different musics, a lot of different genres. That's what makes Tuggawar. Yeah.
So you've done well, like say, growing up in a place like Hackney over the last, since you've come back from Jamaica, you stayed out of trouble as well, just been performing as an artist. Have you had a chance to go back to Jamaica over the last 15 years or so?
Not since 2000 and I can't remember now. No, I haven't been for a good while.
So it's due.
It's overdue, yeah. I'm overdue a visit. And it's crazy. That's mad for the amount of years I haven't been out there. And still relevant. It's really special to me because Jamaica is very close to my heart. And the culture is very close to my heart. And the people them I grew up with in my life, it's like my family them. A lot of people I grew up with. You understand what I'm saying? And even though I haven't been there for so long, I still feel so close to it. And it's like a second home to me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, it's important to me that I still resonate out there, if that makes sense. So it's like, I'm really grateful for that.
Yes.
I'm really grateful. Like, I really appreciate. It's like, I feel like they understand me. In that sense, they understand my passion towards the culture. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's a serious passion and a serious love I got for the place and the culture. You know what I mean? And if anyone with sense can see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no joke. So it's like, I really appreciate it and I don't take it lightly. And it means the world to me. It means more than even money to me. That, because it's, and not just from Jamaica, like especially Jamaica, but not just from Jamaica, from anywhere in the world that appreciates me, but because that's a place where my career started. And I don't know, where would Tuggawar be without, because you know what, I weren't going to become no dancehall artist over here. Like what I said to you before, there's no angle for me over here. Shit wasn't going to happen for me over here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, because of like what I said, they got a special breed of bad mind over here. Special breed. Like high grade. Like over here, the level, like they grow the best weed in Cali and Jamaica and them place there. They grow the best bad mind in Hackney. Yeah, we do the best bad mind over here. Like in London as well, like England, they're fucked up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to do anything over it. They fight against you, not just me. Everyone, I see a lot of people experience it. I mean, even you were telling me about, we're having discussions about bad mind before we start this interview. Like, it's happened, like, this is what happens in everyday life for everyone. And I think it's a big epidemic in the UK, bad mind. So who am I without Jamaica and Jamaican people supporting me? No one. You know what I mean? Because my own people over here weren't going to support me.
Yes, I think now's the time for you. Like I say, you're still young as well. Like this all happened for you at such a young age when you first went there. And you were such a young man, had a lot of stuff going on. Your dad was still messing around. You had things going on. I think it's all about you get back out there and spike your stuff back up. You know what I mean?
Well, it's been spiked back up right now. Like I'm having an amazing run as we speak. Like it's crazy because this is the greatest comeback. They never seen nothing like this before. They wasn't expecting this.
I believe.
No one expected I could even build this. What I'm doing now. I'm making history right now, and I'm grateful for it. I'm smiling because I'm happy. It's happening.
Yep.
And I work hard for it. But like what I said before, it's not work. I enjoy this. I live for this. So it's destined. 100%. You know, and I think like what I said, everyone's got their path. Like, it's, like people say to me, Tugga, you should have bust long time. Tugga, you should be a millionaire a long time. Tugga, you should have this. Tugga, I know all of this. But like your path, everyone's path is different. You know what I mean? And you know, give thanks we're here now. That's why I even said that it's a blessed time. How me and you even link up.
100%.
To do these little interviews and me talk about these things. I think it's a special time you're even coming round me. Because it's a very special time right now.
100%.
Very special time. So like, I'm looking forward to... And it's crazy how kind of turn everything round. Not turn everything round, but it's been a crazy last year or so. 2 years for me. Like, in sense of progress. Where it's been a hard time around the world with the pandemic and thing, but I've managed to really make the most out of it and put myself in a good place.
Yeah, like you say, you're super fit, so the mind's working correctly, you've been persevering.
Yes.
And your perseverance.
I was talking to Mama Ward today about it, like perseverance is the key. Like and perseverance and I love this. You know, you see like I'm buzzing now and the shit's popping. I've been popping. I've been the #1 bumbuckler artist out here. But like, alright, everyone's got their own ego as artists, saying every artist considers themselves as the best. But in sense of level and what I've been producing and what I've been putting out for all years, I've been doing it at the highest level for a long time. It just takes time for shit to connect at the right way, at the right time with the people. And then I believe like it's a crazy... It's lovely because like I've become a monster of an artist, which I love. I love the monster I've become. Where I've always been a monster. And they've turned me into a super monster. As an artist, I'm a very experienced one. And I feel brand new as well. Like, so I feel like a brand new act. And like, I even feel fitter, fresher. I even look better than ever. We're ready for the work.
So the work rate ain't going to slow down?
No, it picks up right now. It picks up. The work rate picks up. I've got the best team around me as well. Big up Frostbite Films. Let's Like This. All the Tug movements. Big up Mama War. Love you loads. You get me? I got nothing but great energy around me.
Yeah, the latest videos is heavy. I love it.
Thank you. And you know, that's why I have to big up...
Frostbite's hard.
I don't stop big up Frostbite. Frostbite's amazing. Frostbite's amazing. And he's a big part of why the whole Tuggawar thing is connected. Because we sit down, it's not just shooting videos. All of us sit down as a team. Me and Frostbite as well, especially, sit down and map this shit out. And he's got to know me very well as an artist, and he's come with the most amazing ideas. His ideas is where he understands my music and understands me as a person. His creativity is off the chain. It blows me away. I'm a very creative person, so when I can get blown away by someone else who's creative, that's like it's like when I get a chance to go. It's just like making music, but it's just as good. It's even better because I'm creating the visual side to the music, which is the be and end all of your project nowadays. Because if your visual don't look good, then nothing ain't going on for your project. And it's not just for your quality of your visual to look good. It's for the understanding and to get the right visual out.
He's very artistic, isn't he?
It's all about being artistic. He's very artistic, and that's what inspires me about him. And I love working with him so much, and I appreciate him so much because I appreciate art so much. So the amount of effort I put into my art, to have that put back in, have that same effort plus of artistic level put back into my art, to make the visual.
Of course.
It's art. It's like art upon art. It's artistic creativity madness. It's crazy. It's great. So
guys, check out the tunes. He's done Tuggers on his channel.
Yeah,
and if you want to reach out to Frostbite,
follow Frostbite. He's got a brand new Instagram account right now at Frostbite Films 2. So follow at Frostbite Films 2. You don't know. Check it out, man, and check out all the latest music videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tuggawar. You don't know, like, subscribe, comment, share the thing. Appreciate the support. KRN TV in the blood clot building, you know.
So, like I said, I think it's important that we came back and did this bit today, because we sort of left it at a sort of open end before. But like I said, we're going to keep coming back regularly and doing bits of you and finding out about the new things, whatever you've got going on, and keep it as a regular thing, if that's good with you. Absolutely, bro. Like, my brother, like what I said, it's been a blessing to link up with you, man. I appreciate realness. You come down, like the way you've even put out the first 2 episodes and thing, and the depth you've gone into them as well. Because like what I said, my whole mission is to eventually do a film about my story. So I love the platform, and like each one, you know what my motto is: teamwork make the dream work. It's about working together. Like what I said with the UK dancehall situation. Like, unity is strength, bro. And like, there is nowhere, none of us ain't gonna get nowhere with fighting against each other and hating each other and being jealous over each other. You can't do it on your own. No. But you see this, you've been doing, putting away on your own, it's impossible. You need a team and everything needs to help. Like I said, now you've got to sit together. No man is an island. You can't do it alone. And you need to have good energy around you. And you need to portray good energy of what you're doing. Even if you've been through some negative fucking shit, because none of our lives are perfect. Do you get what I'm saying? So no matter how negative what you've been through or whatever, you got to kind of turn that into positive to move forward. Otherwise, you can't move forward. Of course. And for people that don't know, you've actually got your own podcast as well. Yes, the Tuggawar podcast. Check out the latest episode featuring my brother in the building, KRN TV. Last Sunday we put it out, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check it out. It's called Narcos Coffee, featuring myself, Frostbite Films, Tony. Let's Light This. Big up my brother, big up the whole gang. You get me, sponsored by Mama War every week. We've even got some of Mama War's muffins in here today. And you know, Mama War done you some exclusive blueberry muffins. I want to show these off today. Unbelievable. Yes, I've already sampled one of them. I'm definitely having more. Yeah, it's crazy. So talk to us about Mama War as well. Obviously, I see on your Insta face, but I see all this cooking and that. Has she got her own thing that people can follow? Yeah, plug Mama War. Yeah, of course, Mama War. Follow Mama War's got her own Instagram account, so you can follow Mama War on Instagram. She does her daily posts, and her Instagram is amazing. You can see all her cooking. It's at Mama War, MUMMAWAR on the Instagram, or just follow my page and her Instagram's on my profile description. You can find her Instagram there. Follow her, support the thing, man. And I'm gonna I'm asking her to open up a YouTube channel soon as well, just because it's so many things for her to be. She's got her Instagram, so the YouTube channel will be coming soon. Yeah, that's it. She's there baking the most unbelievable things all day and cooking. Yeah, she might as well have a camera there and putting it up so people can see and enjoy the process. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's to say, just record it. That's what it's all about these days. People want to see it all, don't they? So yeah, they do. Get her up there, tell her it's a star, you know. Of course. So, like I say, have you got anything sort of special coming up? So it's just the general, it's going to be more and more work rate. You just dropped the latest thing. People check this out. Yeah, I've just dropped the latest album. So I've put out. I started off the year with a mixtape called the Nyang Tape, which was a lovely mixtape. I was really proud of that. And then I dropped a dancehall album called Nyang Boss, and this is my second album for the year already. So I've dropped a mixtape, and this is my third project for the year I've dropped. You're crazy. Mixtape, 2 albums. This album's crazy, man. Like I move very fast like that. I mean, I put out like a video nearly me and Frostbite, we're putting out videos like nearly every other week. Sick. You understand what I'm saying? So we're constantly giving. I've got like we said, the catalogue's so big, it would be a crime not to give the viewers the visuals, you know, and we've got different varieties of visuals, different songs, different ideas, different feels. Like we said, I haven't just got one set of music.
So you get that vibe, and then you get that vibe, and we always keep you interested, keep the fans happy, and keep the vibe going, man. And it's just more music, more vibes. And yeah, I've got some real bangers coming off of this album. So we just dropped Look Good, and Look Good's going crazy out now. So it's like one of the biggest songs of the year already. Look Good is going mad out there. And we've got some mad singles coming off of the album. So the album's full of hit singles, like. So we're just going to be dropping them one. And then the new project will be coming out soon, and there's more and more and more.
So, Tugga, like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's going to be the start of a great relationship.
Definitely.
And guys, get on, check it out. You won't be disappointed, I assure you. And yeah, you're going to see lots more from this guy in the future, I assure you.
Respect, man. Big up. Follow everyone, like, subscribe, KRNTV. Biggest platform in the UK right now. Check it out. Like and subscribe. Tuggawar said that. Yang!
Bless up, brother.
Bless up, brother.